welcome back to Oceanside High School. You know, a new fall TV schedule comes out, and you have to be aware of the changes for your record devices up and down the ladder. For instance, you start watching the alarm clock pep rally in the morning, then you switch over to the PrePR. Tonight at 10:45, it's the 1st and 15, where we will focus exclusively on the game that will take place behind me, Oceanside and San Marcos, and then at 11 p.m., the granddaddy of them all, the Prep Pigskin Report. Right now, we are joined by San Marcos head coach Jason Texler. Jason, you look marvelous.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's talk about the game. When you walk into a stadium that has this guy's name on it, what goes through your mind?
You know, it's just what makes high school football great. And you know, Coach Carroll did so much for high school football in San Diego. I think it's great that the high school decided to honor him, and makes you want to bring your A game, for sure.
So to bring your A game, you guys are 2-0, a great start. What's going to be that little extra something that gets you over the hump and makes you 3-0?
You know, I think whenever you play Oceanside, the kids are going to be, you know, excited for it. We got to play 4 full quarters of football. We've played 4 quarters, but in 2 games. Yeah. So we got to do a better job of coming out stronger in the first half and putting together a complete game.
Jason, it's a credit to you. You can't sneak up on anybody. Everybody knows about San Marcos now.
You know what? I've got a great group of kids, and I've got great assistant coaches with his son as our defensive coordinator. And, it's been a lot of fun being at San Marcos.
All right, Coach.
And the culture has changed tremendously.
And that's because of you.
Without a doubt, it has changed, and it's been all of us doing it.
Jason Texler, everybody, he's got a football team to get ready, so we're going to send it to a guy who wanted this game, and then, well, he got a pretty good second choice. We go up to the ranch where Rick Willis is standing by.
Yeah, that's right. It's the Battle of Vista for the Mayor's Trophy. Judy Ritter and City Councilman John Aguilera will be giving away the trophy. I'll show that to you coming up at 6:30 with RBV. AD Marty Nellis, but it's Vista and RBV. 31st year of this rivalry. Should be a good one for our Draft Republic North County game of the week. And I know I always talk about Ramona, but, man, RBV has upped their game even more. They now have salads. They now have Dodger dogs. I'm going to show those to you at 6:45. And on top of that, they make homemade churros. Brandon, go ahead.
Hey there, Rick. Right now we're at Lincoln High School for the Unity Ball Morrison Lincoln, and right now we are shaking up something good. Take a look. What do we got in here? What's happening?
Fried chicken.
Amen. I can see. Go ahead.
Good fried chicken, best thing in the town.
That's what works.
They come from everywhere to get this chicken.
Absolutely. And if you go over here, take a look. The finished product is right over there. It's going to be a great one here tonight. A game that they didn't factors, but started playing this game 3 years ago. And one of the things that came with it, you talk about food for the soul, which we have here. Another type of food for the soul is the food they have at the Unity Dinner, where both teams, Morse and Lincoln, both sit down to have a meal before the game and talk before this rivalry game. You know, this game used to be plagued with outside factors that injured what this rivalry is about, but now it's about something new, about something wholesome, also as wholesome as the chicken that's sitting right over here that's going into the fryer. It's going to be a good one in our Jersey Mike City game of the week.
All right, thanks, Brandon. Save me some of that chicken. That would be great. Well, we are out here at Granite Hills for the El Cajon East County Game of the Week between the Santana Sultans and the Christian Patriots. Tell you a little bit about the teams. We have quarterback Nathan Temple at quarterback, and he has already had 370 passing yards for 5 touchdowns. And they also have a triple threat player on their team by the name of Colton Snipes, who is wide receiver, defensive back, and kicker. On the other side of the field, the Christian Patriots, they have Owen Eastley at quarterback after Silver Pigskin finalist Brad Jeremiah graduated. He'll be at quarterback. He has 418 yards for 2 touchdowns. His main targets are Alex Gonzalez and Bryce Reapel. Both won their first 2 games of the season, so tonight should be really exciting. Always great out here at East County, but for now, sound it down to the South Bay, John Soderman.
All right, well done, Maddie. What a beautiful day and night for football game here at Mater Dei hosting Bishops. But let me tell you, Bishops had a real setback earlier. Their star quarterback, Tyler Buckner, underwent knee surgery today for a torn ACL. He had a great year as a freshman, coming on this year as a sophomore, but he's going to be out for the year. He's had many colleges already talking to him about coming to play for them, including USC and Alabama. But here's the deal: Mater Dei is facing Bishops before this season has a 2-year record of 23-2. This should be a good one. Allison, take it away.
Yes, thank you, John. I'm here at Mount Carmel High School where the pep rally took place this morning, and tonight in just a little bit it will be the site of their game against the Mira Mesa Marauders. I am joined now by head coach of the Mount Carmel Sun Devils, John Anderson. Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for being out here. We appreciate it.
So, Coach, what is the difference in this team? What are some strengths that they have that may be different from your past teams?
Oh, boy, we're young, which can be a strength because they're learning every day and we get better each and every week.
And what is something that needs to be done tonight in order for your team to be successful against this Mira Mesa team?
We need to keep making strides offensively, moving the ball, moving the chains, feeling comfortable at quarterback, and, scoring points.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Have a great time out there tonight. Good luck.
Much. All right, bye-bye.
Paul, I will send it over to you.
Stand by, Paul.
All right, Allison, thank you so very much. It takes an Army to put this show on the air, a Red Jacket Army. All our crews, 32 of them, will be out in force tonight, working the Labor Day weekend, or Labor Day Friday, as they not only bring you the very best and highlights, they're also responsible for finding that interesting sidebar story that makes the game even more special. We upload those to all our social media platforms almost immediately after the games are over. Each week,
what kind of testament is that to San Diego County when you have two players go back-to-back in the same round?
The way I look at it, that's a testament to Fred and Royce first. That's to them, because so many kids in San Diego perform well in high school, do well in high school, get a lot of praise in high school, but what happens afterwards? And that's the next test, and both Royce and Fred answered that next test quite well.
That was Ashley Washburn from former Mission Hills Grizzly, talking to the head Grizzly himself, Chris Hauser. He was talking about Fred Warner, who was a Silver Pigskin finalist for us not so long ago. It's not very often that the high school football show has to compete with the local college football team.
Our approach and practice is exactly the same. We're trying to develop our team for the length of the season, not just for one game. And as always, we think our non-conference games are opportunity games. It gives us a chance to play football, it gives us a chance to get better, and hopefully it gives us a chance to win a game or two.
All right, so we will have highlights of that tonight on the 10 o'clock newscast before we bring you the 10:45 first and 15. I bring back head coach John Carroll. Coach, we got a little time to kill here. First of all, we want to apologize for our technical difficulties. We'll get that worked out as the night wears on. Coach, who's going to win this football game tonight?
The JV one?
No, not the JV one when your Pirates are up by 20. I bet you I could guess that one. But who's going to win the main event?
Well, I really think it's two matched football teams. It's two teams that are pretty explosive offensively, and I think it's going to be the guy that can keep the other team from getting the big play.
And let's just quickly talk about, you're going to, after this game, come down and join me in studio at KUSI for the first and 15. What are some of the things that we're going to be talking about? Look into your crystal ball. As a coach, you're supposed to be able to know what's going to happen before it happens. What will we be talking about in a few short hours on the first?
I have a premonition that we're going to talk a little bit about things called RPOs, run pass options,
which are the rage.
Yep, the newest thing in offensive football, and we're going to talk a little bit about technology use on the sideline for high school football,
which is the rage in teaching pigskin.
Incredible advantage for high school athletes and coaches.
That'll seep into the other. Well, then they all do it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so just quickly, a reminder, everybody, first and 15 starts at 10:45, but we have only scratched the surface here as it relates to the pre-PR. The 5 p.m. hour might be over, but there's really good news. The 6 p.m. hour is coming up next.